Hello, we are Dan and Dan from DDF Media. We are here today to talk about how our production, The Life Hack, gathered such a vast and incredible audience.
It was really an incredible feat to gather such a large target audience, but it's because we really had to think about exactly what our target audience would be looking for in our production.
We started off, our main character, he is a gamer, that's evident from the start.
Yeah, and that was quite easy to do, because when you've got three gamers creating a film like this, directing and producing all the storyline, that sort of stuff, it's very easy to get that sort of character right, because the character is just like the producers.
Within the film, we incorporated a good list of games. In fact, I've got the list here. We've got Pac-Man, Skyrim, it's a very big game. We've got Mario, yet again classic, retro, and GTA, so Grand Theft Auto for those who don't know.
That was a huge game that everyone was playing.
There are many references throughout the films to all like little jokes in the game world. You might even know them as Easter eggs. So we've got MLG gaming, Doritos, popular gaming snack.
Doritos, Mountain Dew, yeah. That's something that every gamer kind of knows, that Mountain Dew Doritos reference.
So yeah, we've got Get Wrecked, which is a popular phrase. Phase Snow, which was actually your idea. You put that out a bit.
Anyone who knows like all these popular gaming teams, they're going to know FaZe. And FaZe has a player called Rain. Apparently they have two, I don't know about that. They have a player called Rain, and obviously we can't use that, so we decided to use the joke of being FaZe Snow in the game.
In general, there's a lot of comedy based directly towards gamers. It's keeping the computer itself in the fridge, it's keeping it cool. It ends on a tracking pan shot. So you may have noticed whenever you start the campaign in a film, you follow the brief...
In a film? Campaign in a game?
So when you start the campaign in a game, you often find that, well, you have the little backstory of the main character. The character stops, and the last shot goes around the back of the character, and then you start the game, often in third person. So that's the effect that we've intentionally created for our film.
So then another thing is that you've actually got two relatable gaming setups in this film. So you've got a triple monitor big setup with all the newest tech, that sort of stuff. And you've also got just a small little desk with one monitor on it, and it kind of gives a contrast of every sort of gamer's gaming setup. A lot of gamers, you might notice, like to go on channels such as No Copyright Sounds, Monster Cat, Proximity, all these big YouTube music channels, and they always incorporate really nice audio reactors into it. So when I was creating the video for this and I was editing it to the music, I thought for a couple of scenes there might be a good idea to put an audio reactor in there, such as the Pac-Man scene where you want it to be as actiony as possible. That would be a good place, and also where it gives the credit to the music, because then you can see a bit more editing as to the music and how the waveforms work. I started work on a track and I realised it would fit this production perfectly. It has a few glitchy sounds in it, it's got a few kind of gamey sort of sounds in it, so I thought it would fit really well to this production. And then also you've got a lot of animation in this film, so there's lots of detailed graphics, which gamers obviously like, stereotypically. You've got all these animations of him going through the screens, all this sort of stuff. It makes it feel a little bit more realistic than if we were trying to do any sorts of effects using actual in real life effects. And it all just kind of looks very nice. It brings it together fluently and makes it look more like a game. For example, you've got your GUI across the screen, your game user interface, and that kind of makes it feel like it actually is a game. So that it does really kind of fit the tone, and gamers will be interested in seeing all these sorts of animations. They will relate to them, they'll recognise them. We tried to include a lot of shot types, and that kind of makes it feel more immersive for the gamer, like they're there. So the idea of having immersion is going to be really key for attracting a target audience. So using as many different shot types as possible to make it feel like you're part of the game is exactly how you need to go about this. For example, there's a lot of cutscenes in the area with the fridge. So originally the problem with this was that we didn't have any cutaways and we needed to speed up the length of our opening sequence. But when he's first opening the fridge, you see he kind of cuts between different things. And when you think about games, they kind of have that moment where you go to, I don't know, drink something and it'll speed it up, so you're suddenly doing it. The way to actually correctly attract our audience is to actually make the film feel like a game.
Yeah, we didn't want to make it look like a game, but we wanted to make it look similar to a game.
Yeah. So then there was kind of gaming style titles, so 8-bit kind of gaming themed titles. So we also had animations on them to actually make it all fluid and flow well, and it all just looked nicer than just having the titles pop up. And having these titles as part of the film just kind of made them feel more interactive. So we feel like actually making the titles feel like part of the experience actually kind of adds to the experience of watching it. There's a bit where Nathaniel, who plays Craig, he's actually in the scenery where he shoots Fran, who plays just a random girl. He's actually in that scene. It's not green screen, but we managed to get the title to go behind him, which actually looks really nice. The way you're really going to get a film to attract your target audience is to make the storyline compelling to them. But yeah, so I think our storyline is relatable and compelling to gamers. So, you know, you've got a guy who starts his day at school and he comes home, he wants to just play some games, but he ends up trapped in the game world.
I mean, it's an idea that lots of people think, oh, that would be really cool.
We could have just filmed a guy walking through a few streets, and that would have been really boring, but adding these animations, adding this storyline, these different shot types, they really kind of made you feel like you wanted to watch it.
Yeah.